this episode, we leave the ancient sites of Machu Picchu behind and head back to discover Cusco, the capital of the Incan Empire. Cusco in Peru is a place almost beyond comparison. Built in the shape of a prancing jaguar, it was once the capital of an empire covering half of South America. And since 1983, Cusco has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now more than 400,000 people live here, most of them of indigenous origin and speaking Quechua. Our first stop of the day was at the beautiful San Blas quarter, known for its art and craft stores, cobble streets, picturesque buildings and a photo around every corner. It's a great place for souvenirs. The small boutique shops stock a fine collection of authentic pieces from around the area. Take a moment to look around. Floral displays, fountains and the paths of time take you through narrow alleys and quaint streets which are picturesque and wonderful. Yet in a small square you'll find a church, the Iglesia de San Blas, plain on the outside but intricate and lavish inside. It was time to board our bus as we headed slightly out of town. We stopped and took in some of the most breathtaking views I think any of us had ever seen of the whole city of Cusco. It's also at this point you'll see the giant statue of Christ called Cristo Blanco. It was designed by local artist Francisco Alator Allende. The ancient site of Sacsayhuaman is an Incan area known for its incredible stonework, with some rocks weighing hundreds of tons and over 6 feet high in places. They lay side by side, creating an amazing jigsaw-style walled stronghold. Known for its religious background, it was also the scene for a bloody battle between the Incans and Spanish conquistadors. The central hub of Cusco is the Plaza de Armas. You'll find it in the very centre of the city, surrounded by the plentiful souvenir shops, restaurants and very important historical buildings. The Cathedral of Santo Domingo was Cusco's first cathedral. Construction work began in 1560 on the grounds of what stood before the palace of the Viracocha Inca. In the centre of the plaza lies a small but lovely garden which includes an intricate statue of Incan ruler Pachacuti. Behind this is another giant cathedral, this one of Christian origin and called Iglesia de la Compañía de Jesús. On the 15th of November 1533, Francisco Pizarro officially arrived in Cusco, the capital of the Incas. They were amazed by its beauty and even the length and regularity of its streets. The Great Square was surrounded by several palaces, since each sovereign built a new palace for himself. The delicacy of the stonework excelled anything that the Spaniards could build at that time. Curicancha was once lined with gold. This ancient Incan temple was ransacked and destroyed by the Spanish before they built the church of Santo Domingo over the ruins. It was once one of the most important temples in the empire and known locally as the House of the Sun. On the street you'll find the Palacio Asan beach ball, which displays spectacular masonry, including the famous 12-sided stone. The city was retaken from the Spanish during the siege of Cusco of 1536 by Manco Inca Yupanqui. Today it stands on many layers of cultures. Because of its antiquity and importance, the city centre retains many buildings, plazas, streets and churches from colonial times, and even some pre-Columbian structures. Since the 1990s, tourism has increased. Currently, Cusco is the most important tourist destination in Peru. Under the administration of Mayor Daniel Estrada Perez, the city of Cusco is full of astonishing sights and places to visit, visualise and even debate. We may well never know the answers to all the questions, but Cusco is letting its guard down slowly as we unravel a mystery, a story full of adventure, of failings and greatness, and without doubt a city that will literally take your breath away. If you're about ready to visit Peru and Cusco and in need of some inspiration as to where you'd like to stay, take a minute now to view the beautiful and stylish Casa Andina Premium. Just a short walk from the main square, the Plaza de Armas, the hotel is an ideal place to be based for all the sights and sounds of Cusco. It has 93 rooms that are based around a courtyard and have all the comforts that you'd expect for the duration of your stay. The hotel boasts a buffet breakfast, free Wi-Fi, the Alma Bar restaurant which serves traditional and international dishes, a concierge service, room service, but you can also succumb to a massage to loosen up after a long day walking. All in all, it's a great place to stay if you're visiting this part of the world. Coming up next time on our South American adventure, we take the Belmont Andean Explorer to Lake Titicaca and visit the Uros people of the Reed Islands.